Boom, we back, episode 74. We got a special guest, Tarik Lowe, in the building.
Yes, sir.
We've been trying to set it up, man. It's been a little bit of a pain.
I know, man. It has.
Going back and forth. So what, do you live in New York and fly back and forth?
I live in New York. I live in the East Village of New York, probably the most poppin' neighborhood.
No shit.
I mean, I've lived a lot of places in New York. I've never lived in Manhattan, so I don't know how familiar you are.
I'm not too much. I've been once, bro, when I was like way younger.
All right, so living in East Village is the equivalent to in LA, probably like living in West Hollywood.
Poppin',
you know,
okay.
popping.
Yeah. There's a bunch of shit everywhere. Yeah.
Which was great
Tight.
when
Is it expensive?
Oh, it's super expensive.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I have a pretty decent situation worked out. But it's very expensive to live there.
It's like Manhattan and shit too.
Yeah.
Out here, man, it's just kind of crazy. Like,
well, it's $33 for one bedroom, $3,300.
see, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like LA prices too. Some neighborhoods.
Only you get something way doper in LA for $3,300.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, way doper,
yeah,
bro.
You
I mean,
like
the value,
North Hollywood or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You living in, you get a house with that. $3,300 a month. You
can.
House.
Yeah, you can't get a house. That's why when I tell people out here, I'm like, you're paying how much for your apartment? I'm like, well, just fucking buy a house.
Why don't you buy a house? Yeah, you're
like,
gonna be living by the man.
Fucking build some equity up. Shit,
yeah.
do something.
Yeah. All that said, I don't own a house. So it's all good.
So you fly in for pilot season?
You know what? I fly in and out. I came in to kind of test out, see where LA was gonna be at for me this pilot season.
Yeah.
It hasn't been super busy here.
Yeah,
I know I'll be busy
it's
back
just starting
home
right now. Yeah.
I know I'll be busy back home.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I just kind of came out here to really kind of test the waters a little bit. But I do that a lot.
That's how we met. I met you on, actually we met on the set. On Mike.
Yeah.
I was Michael Rivera. Shout
out to Mike Rivera, man.
Yeah,
I was
he's
just
dope.
with that dude the
I haven't
other
seen
day.
that dude in a minute.
Yeah,
but,
he's a good guy.
But we were working on his film.
Right.
Fucking
with
like,
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, with Dolph Lundgren.
Tall, fucking real
I never saw that
Nazi
shit.
looking ass.
Yeah, for real.
Real, man. If they ever like need to cast for like he's gonna be he's gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
But Dolph Lundgren was on. I remember I was actually Mike's driver.
Oh no
for
shit.
That. Yeah, because at the time I didn't have a lot going on, and I was like, Mike was like, yeah, I'm in town shooting this movie. I was like, cool. I mean, I'll drive you to.
Did you go out with us that night?
I did go out with you guys.
We went to that bar, right?
Yeah,
in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. Yeah, I remember that night. We had a fun night that night. You had a little Philly with you. I
had a couple,
Yeah. Life was good.
Rick Mancia was doing good back then.
Rick Mancia, man.
Yeah, it was, but it was kind of tight. We meet on this set, and I was like, fucking, how much? Six years ago, maybe?
Something like that. That was when I first met Cynthia Carmona, too.
Shout out to Cynthia. She's out here, too. Yeah.
I saw her the other day, too.
It's crazy, man, because if you think about it, like, man, I was thinking about, I never even saw that film, but I'm like, damn, like, you never really, we were talking about it, because you did a soap opera at one point, right?
Yeah. I started off, I started off doing other stuff. I was doing, I mostly was doing commercials for a long time.
I do a gang of commercials now.
Yeah, see, you know what? I'll tell you what, I fell off the commercial game.
A lot of people.
I
it's
have
frustrating.
1 year. You know what? Everything is frustrating in this business.
True that.
But I had 1 year I did 11 national commercials. This is in 2000. I want to say 2007. 2007.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of fell off the commercial game.
Yeah.
Maybe 2013 was maybe the last one I've done, and then I've just done a lot. I do voice.
I do voice too. Yeah. I'm just like, who the fuck's paying?
Where's the money at? Yeah.
That's all I'm about, because I'm like, it's either that, like people out here wait tables and shit, and I'm just like, I've never been for having a fucking like a side gig or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just like, for me, I know that I'm a person that I pour my whole heart into shit.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna be doing something, like I know how much energy I'm gonna pour into that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't say that I'm gonna take up these gigs. So it kind of pushed me to just book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know?
That's one way of looking at it. Is like, do you want a backup plan? Do you desire to have something that could possibly take your mind off of it? I, like you, have I'm in the same situation. I'm a man, so if I had to work a job and do whatever, I would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I've done in the past, but
Same.
I haven't had a job since 2011, like a civilian job, as they say.
Same. Actually, 2011 was my last job too.
Yeah. What was your job?
I was I did marketing for Coca-Cola. I was there. I mean, I worked my way up.
What do you mean marketing? Like you went to college and stuff?
No.
Okay.
I was going to college. They were paying for my college.
Oh,
to go to college.
nice.
But I didn't like none of that shit, dude. I'm just in the office, and it's just
It feels square.
Yeah.
When you get used to this stuff, that stuff feels real square.
100%, bro. And at the same time, like, there's nothing against it. I just think that I have a certain amount of energy to put out in a day, right? And if I'm spending 8 hours a day here, like, I damn sure be fucking putting in twice the work that people who do have the time to do it full time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
I gotta be catching up or doing something to even compete, to be in the conversation.
I feel you. I mean, it's better to be great at one thing than a jack of many trades.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, my job was I was a doorman at a club.
Oh, I did that too.
I love that job.
It was pretty good.
See, New York, it was a little. I mean, I was at a speakeasy. We didn't even have like an alcohol license.
They closed at 4 a.m. Oh,
4 a.m. Yeah, I mean, it was. We were selling booze.
Yeah, of course.
And it was kind of a grab for
allegedly.
Yeah, well, you know.
Let's protect ourselves here.
Hey, man, I think the statute of limitations is
maybe.
Who
the fuck knows, man? They're trying to kill us out here.
Yeah, that's true. They try to get my tax money off of that.
For real.
But that was a cool job. But yeah, I mean, at the time, I was really kind of in an in between, you know.
Yeah.
I wrote a movie around that time.
Oh, you right too.
Yeah. I wrote a movie that got made. Went to Tribeca Film Festival. Went to 33 other film festivals called Supporting Characters. I started it with Alex Karpovsky, who's on Girls, Lena Dunham's in the movie.
Damn.
Kevin Corrigan. Yeah, so that kind of invigorated my career a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I got to see myself as a lead character.
Yeah.
When I'd always played these kind of guys that would pop up, the good
and
friend.
you wrote your way in.
Yeah.
But did you have a history of writing before or no?
No.
It was your first script?
Well, I'd written a script for I'd written a script about my life, and some of my friends, Michael Rivera was in it. His wife Izzy was in it. Just an idea, just a script based on like an autobiographical script, and I sent it to this guy, a real talented dude named Dan Schechter. I was playing poker games with him. We would play, you know, Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
And
you good at that?
Nah, but you know, which probably made me a fun person to play with.
Yeah.
But what I would do is get really drunk and talk shit and lose.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. If you're gonna win, fuck it.
Oh yeah, man, you go out with a bang. I was one of those football players that is dancing before he gets a touchdown, gets hit.
What the fuck is celebrating?
Oh shit, and then I understand why he did that. You know, but I sent this dude my script. And he read it and was into it, and he was like, "Yo, we should write. You know, we should make a script. We should write something together." So we came up with this idea about these two best friends who were editors, and we wrote it in like a month and a week. I basically slept at his house every night. Every day we wrote 4 or 5 hours a day, and you can get a lot done when two people are very motivated. And sit, you know what? Because the hardest part about writing is sitting down and pressing those buttons.
That's the fucking hardest part.
That's the hardest part. You get out of yourself, and you're not gonna.
I'm having that struggle right now too, dude. Because I've been wanting to write, you know, and I got something I'm writing, but like sitting down and pushing those, like you said, man, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, and you got if you give yourself this time and you say, fuck whatever's on TV, fuck Instagram, fuck everything. Yeah. I do that with movies too. Yeah. If I'm watching a movie, I watched Roma. I watched Roma.
I keep hearing a lot of good stuff about it.
Yeah, and I watched and I was. If I had my phone on, I couldn't. You're not getting that movie.
Immersed.
Yeah, the movie. Don't even watch it. Yeah, don't even watch the movie.
I agree.
If you're gonna be on Instagram and you're watching something slow, so your mind is gonna turn you to your phone. Yeah, just your ADD that we all have from these devices.
It's programming us. Yeah, it's built to make you want to pick up your phone. The better they make, and all they're doing is just making a doper phone, right? The way it is, like people think it's like some kind of like conspiracy, right? I'm like, no, man. Scientists are just trying to make a doper phone that's going to want to make you be on it longer. So they're figuring out an algorithm. Right. And it makes you want to pick it up every 7 seconds.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? I get that. And that's because as humans, we're looking for a connection so deeply that if it can be found in our pockets, then you found an effective way of reaching all humans. So
this is the crazy part, though, that like we can be talking right now. This is why I love doing this, right? And I could be like pulling out my phone and doing my thing, right? So they can bring you closer to people,
Right.
but also separate
That's
you from
true.
the fucking people that are right in front of you. You know what I mean?
Immediately too.
Yeah.
It separates you immediately.
I
from
see it
them.
all the time at dinner and shit. Like people are just, in their own world. I'm like, why the fuck are you guys even eating together?
You know what?
Like,
I'll tell you what. I was born in '84. My first times, anytime I ever tried to holler at a girl when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade at the roller rink, I had to get her phone number.
Same.
And I had to call her.
So
So
I'm
I'm
a house phone, and you'd be like, I'm gonna call you at this time. And
I'm gonna call you. And
they
then her
sit
mom
there.
picks up or some shit. And he goes, oh yeah, she's here. Let me get her, Chantel.
Yeah.
And then you wait
Shout
on
out
the
to
phone.
Chantel.
Some boys on the phone for you. You go, oh shit, man, this ain't gonna make me. And then that was how I learned. So I'm like addicted to connection and really connected with people.
Well, I always say that we're the last generation that knows both worlds.
Right.
The time before the internet and the time after that big boom.
True. It's
you know
true.
What I mean? And we're kind of like that transitional phase. Because I have a little brother who's 18 too. And he was born in the world. He was born in 2000, where it was all just computers.
Yeah.
So he doesn't he's deep in these chat rooms and he has all these things. And I'm like, damn, dude, like that shit. I just don't get it. But I see both sides where I'm like, I like it. I like the internet.
Yeah, I like it too.
But not all day. I don't need it. All day.
It's good for certain things.
Yeah. But going back, so you guys cranked the script out.
So we cranked the script out. About 2 weeks later, he said, "Yeah, I got some investor dudes that are interested in doing some stuff with."
Was he already writing stuff?
He had done a movie that was not very successful, but was good.
But it was
good enough for me to watch it and go, I'm gonna write a script to this guy. I want this guy. Actually, let me give you a little bit more about the story. I used to write short stories and poems, and I would send them to this guy first. And he told me at one point, I'm not gonna read anything else you send me until you write 100-page script. That's what made me write my first script.
What a boss ass move though. You know how they say
I never been
fish?
Right. I never been challenged like that.
Yeah.
And it made me go, I could fucking write a script.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I wrote something with a lot of heart. You know. And so anyway, so now fast forward, we wrote this script. We get money for it. We get I think it was $25,000 at first.
Shit.
So
you can make a lot happen with 25 G's at first.
We did, and then we made a feature length movie that has 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, loved by New York Times. Go see supporting characters. Check it out in iTunes or whatever.
Damn,
it's a fucking great movie.
When was this? This is what year?
2012.
Damn. Okay. Cool. So
we wrote in 2011. It came out in 2012.
Damn, that's tight.
And then we went to Tribeca Film Festival. Robert De Niro's company bought it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And then
that's Robert De Niro's film festival. Those who don't know,
right? That's
Tribeca's it's him and a couple people, right?
It's him and a bunch of other people.
I had a film in Tribeca once, and I didn't get to go, but
it's a dope festival.
That's what I hear.
They treated us so well. We went to a lot of festivals. Basically, my thing was at the time I didn't really have a lot going on, so I was like, anywhere that'll fly me out and put me up, I'm going. Yeah. So we got into 33 festivals.
Oh,
so
shit.
It turned into
everywhere tour.
Yeah, a tour, yeah. And it was fucking great.
That's exciting, bro.
It was exciting.
And you haven't written since then?
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
Yeah, about that. This shit went so well, and he's like, yeah.
You know what? What happened after that was I started acting more. Before then, if you can, on my IMDb, it was I think the project, I did something in 2009, and then I hadn't done anything for 3 years.
Which I feel like, dude, some of those times are the best fucking times for you. That's really what defines an actor, where you're just you're eating shit.
Yeah.
You're going out, you're not getting shit. You might be touching rim, right? But you're not dunking, right?
Yeah.
You're touching that, and you're just fuck. That's when it pushes you to be okay, you got to be brutally honest with yourself. Why am I not booking?
It forced me to do something differently.
Yeah. You have to, or drown.
Yeah, and I also directed and wrote some stuff with my brother.
There you
before then.
Your actual brother?
With my brother, yeah. He's my stepbrother, but I call him my brother.
Yeah, of course.
So where was I at?
You guys wrote the script and you guys went on this tour.
Right. So we go to so then after then I go to I'm in LA. And one of my boys, I grew up with, Josh Levine, was a manager, a businessman dude. He was managing Bruno Mars.
Shit.
So he
ever heard of him?
Yeah, so he moved into his big house. His brother actually wrote on all of those songs.
I hear it's a group of them, right? They just
it's three of them. It's three of them. It's this guy Phil. It's another one of my really good friends, Ari Levine, and it's Bruno.
Damn.
And
that dude, man, I'm a fan, bro. If you see like watch some of his performances,
nah,
like,
he's incredible.
He's phenomenal.
I saw him when he performed for 75 people one time.
Yeah, but he's damn.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I love this shit that we're doing here. Because I'm like, just this podcast. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, I don't even know. I'm just bringing on heat.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know who the fuck I'm bringing on.
Let's get hot. Let's get
for
hot,
real.
man.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
want people to come archive this one.
For real. Be like, damn, look at this shit.
Yeah,
that's really
man.
what I'm trying to do here. Create like a little database. Because I'm like, look, we all cross each other's paths, right? As
Absolutely.
artists.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
how often do we sit down and be like, damn, bro?
Yeah,
I can't even believe I made it this far. You know,
Yeah.
I've been in the game 10 years. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I've been in the
crazy.
game. How long you been in the game
It's a
now?
long time, man. I got in SAG 1997.
Damn.
Yeah.
97. Yeah, so you're good.
First movie I did was called Music of the Heart. Was with Meryl Streep. And
So you were super young when you started
10.
acting. Damn.
I was 10. Yeah, I called up an acting manager out of the.
Where'd you get the idea from? You just fucking.
I knew I could be an actor. When I was like 9 years old, I was leaving Virginia, and I had a friend, my friend Ryan Prosser. He asked me, he goes, "What are you gonna do when you move to New Jersey?" And I was like, "I'm gonna be an actor."
At 10 years old?
9. And then I moved there. I had a rocky start to moving to Virginia. I had just turned 10, and I kind of needed something to I don't know, keep my mind in a different space. And so I found this acting manager that had worked with my sister when she was younger.
So your family kind of was already in the business before?
My sister was 2 years old when she got an agent, and she did all these commercials and stuff. I was never able to get anything. I was never able to book anything at that age.
Yeah.
But she did it for a number of years. So I called this woman, and she brought me in the next day with my dad, and she gave me a contract on the spot, and I started acting like that.
Little fucking 9-year-old walking in like, "What's up, lady? You want to work or what?"
Yo, I was an ambitious young man. I mean, can you believe that?
That's kind of what it is.
When I look now, I go, wow. Because I tell people that, they're like, man, that age?
Because like grown-up adults can't pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, what the fuck you guys need?"
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, when I jumped into business, I was 20 when I first started. So I was late in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in my mind, I had a business mind, and I'm just like, who do I gotta call? I wasn't scared of a call. I wasn't, you know, as an entertainer, right? Like so many artists become so self-conscious or so whatever. You're like, oh, I can't call this person. I can't. I'm like, no, motherfucker, call that person.
Call him.
Like,
You see what happens. That's all you can do.
That's it.
That's all you can do. And it could
Okay.
change your life. And
It often does.
And worst things, nothing happens.
Yeah, worst comes to worst.
Nothing comes out of it.
Like no,
It's not embarrassment.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she sent me out, and I remember I got a call back on my first thing I went out for. It was like a TV movie. And then I started working in commercials. I did a Captain Crunch commercial that was like all over. Every morning, every Saturday morning, I wake up and watch.
Baller-ass 10-year-old.
I was famous in 6th grade.
Bro.
I was the man. Anybody that went to Teaneck Middle School, BF, remembers when Tarik Lowe got on Captain Crunch and started doing those peanut butter crunch commercials.
That must have been the most
What?
baller-ass feeling,
What?
bro. You
Chuck
walking
E.
around
Cheese?
school like, bitch, I'm on TV.
Motherfucker, get my
Captain
Fila
Crunch.
shirt on. Button my shit up at the top so I can flex on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, that's tight.
Yeah,
think
man.
about, but that's really, you know, what if you think about it, like everybody kind of pictures that, right? And as a kid, that's really what we got to get back to. And I feel like a lot of times we lose our way. At least for me, like for a little bit, like you get into it, the childlike energy of just being like, I could play pretend.
Yeah.
I could just do this, and I could, you know what I'm saying? And like,
I never lose that. I don't think that ever goes anywhere.
I'm saying
I
necessarily
might
goes
get
away.
uninspired by some
that's what I
stuff.
mean. Like you kind of get in your head about shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the tricky part is learning how to balance the business and like the artistic side.
I know it is tricky.
And that's why I'm like, sometimes people, you know, you kind of lose. For me, at least, I lost my way for a little bit. For a couple years, I was just like, what the fuck? I was in a funk. And it's just because the business gets to you and you forget, like, wait, I'm in this bitch to play.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I
Sure.
mean? You're not in it to be like, you know, I hate this or I hate. It's like, you're in it to play. So
It's fun.
that's it.
It's Mrs. Making Movies. This shit's supposed to be fun.
For real. And we chalk this up to be some crazy, you know.
Well, you want to fit into some sort of idea of the character. I think that's important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, who's to say what works for some people? I've heard
That's
people
true.
tell me crazy shit.
For real. You hear some crazy. That's why there's no path. People tell me like, what do you do? I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Get
I
an
don't.
agent?
I don't.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you, bro.
I don't even know how to tell people how to start.
That's what I'm saying.
People ask me like, "Yo, how do you get started?" Like, I'll tell them that same story. Like,
real.
dude, I started when I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you get an agent. To me, this business is doing impossible things
Yeah.
over and over again,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Because when you start, it's impossible to get an agent.
Nope.
But you figure it out.
Yep.
Right? And then it's impossible to get a job. But then you get a fucking co-star on fucking Blue Bloods or some shit.
And it's like your mind expands.
And now you go, okay, well that was impossible, but now I did it. And then you go, no, now I want to guest star. Now I want to be like I want the episode to be around me. And then you get that. Right? And then you go, now we're recurring. Then you get recurring. And you go, oh fuck yeah. And
we can do all this shit.
You go, I'm not stopping until there's $1 million in my bank account. And then, and then somebody calms you down.
For real. You're like fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. Show me the money.
I sent that to my agent one time. He said, he told me that he really liked this scene that I did. I was on a show called Outsiders. Yeah. We did 2 seasons of that. And he told me he really liked this episode a scene for this episode I did. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't even think anything of it.
Was it a self-tape or you already shot it?
No, I did shot. It was on. He watched it on TV.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was watching the show. Yeah. And then he was telling me, he wrote me back an email like saying like, man, you were really good in that. You were so raw in that scene. Yeah. And I was like, I sent him back just that scene. I was like, show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money.
That's why it's hard to tell like any actor any fucking compliment. You're like, it's gonna get to my head, bro.
Yeah, no, man, it didn't get to my head. I wanted to get to my pocket.
Yeah, for real. At the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? And then this is another question. It's like, I tell people, yeah, man, I love this business. You don't get to where I'm at and I love this. You don't get to where we're at and
because you're not gonna love this. Because you're not gonna put up with the bullshit.
No,
unless you love it. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna deal with the fucking times where you're staring at the goddamn ceiling and being like, what the fuck am I doing?
You're gonna quit.
Exactly.
You're just not gonna have it in you.
Nah.
If you don't love this thing, you're not gonna have it in you. Like I'm not raising somebody. Well, listen, I'm not gonna jump out the window. But,
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, but at this point, it's like I do it for the love, but I want to buy a house with it as well. You know, and I fight between that because I'm thinking a decent amount of money for myself that I'm not tripping about like what my next gig will be.
That's what I think about too. I'm like, because everybody says like, have you made it or this and that. I'm like, what do you mean by making it?
Yeah, what's your?
I make it comfortable. There's nothing I need that I don't have. Right. My bills are paid. Is that making it?
I think so.
You know what I mean? Because
I think so.
If you don't have to go to some shitty job, but you get every day, some factory or whatever the fuck you're doing.
No, I think so.
I'm like, it depends on what you're doing. And I got that from Dave Chappelle when it's funny because he talks inside the actor studio with James Lipton.
Yeah, of course.
When he just talks about and he's like, his dad asking him like why he should be a comedian, and he's like, well, you might not make it. And he's like, well, it depends. He's like, if I can make a teacher salary telling jokes, I think I'll make it.
You know what? That's true, man. My dad was a teacher too, man. And I mean, I think it's
because his dad was a teacher, and that's why he's like, if I can make your salary telling jokes, why the fuck not?
Sure. You know what? That's a good way of looking at it. So then, I mean, but making it is happening though. It's It's hard to get a lot of
teachers
chicks
got to get paid more
with a teacher salary. That's why we do all this shit,
for real,
man. I mean,
chicks.
I love.
That's the truth of it, though.
Yo, for real, man.
Anything, any ingenuity, anything is for chicks.
Yeah, take girls away. We do nothing.
Nah.
We do nothing.
We be smelly, staying at home, not doing shit.
What's the point? If the life was a big Boy Scout camp, fuck this shit.
Yeah, for real. For real.
I'm heading out of here.
I'm like, man, I ain't trying
get on this rowboat and fucking. I'm gonna Michael Corleone myself.
So, do you think there's difference in the way like New York moves as in opposed to like how LA moves? Or are you just more
business wise?
Yeah.
You listen. I mean, New York. It's where you're loved the most. I'm with innovative artists. I've been with them.
We're down here too, yeah.
Yeah, I've been with them for a long time.
Yeah,
since 2009 maybe. And I get a lot of love. I feel like I get more love in New York. Yeah. When I come out here, it's kind of like, and I get it. They got a lot of cats that's swinging a heavy bat. I think my best work is
in Santa Monica, right?
In Santa Monica, yeah. I think my best work is in front of me. I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life. I'm in better shape than I've ever been in my life.
I feel right now. I'm like,
I'm ready for this. And I'm not even. See the impatience. Yeah. I lost all that shit. Man. I'm chilling now.
I learned to shed that, and that's why the big reason why I kept doing commercials, because like that kept me financially secure, where I'm not like having to go into these. Because that was the big problem. That's why I never stopped going to commercials. I was going into these theatrical gigs, fucking trying to dance for a paycheck, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm like, book me, and they're like, damn, motherfucker, you desperate. Like, chill out. You know what I mean?
You gotta be. And I was telling this girl that she was like talking about that hunger that you have. Hunger is different.
It's a fine line.
This business really recognizes someone who's original.
Yeah.
They can see something about you. Like I was watching, what's this dude? Ken Jeong, yeah. Yo, if he walked into any fucking casting office, they're hiring that guy.
Yeah.
Because you go, I've never seen this before. I just watched this, whatever the new Netflix special he has.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah. He's a fucking doctor.
Fucking ex-doctor comes in, swag the fuck out.
Yeah.
Confidence on 11. Well-spoken, but will say motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. You have the both worlds. Like where he's super intelligent, funny as fuck.
You could find anything to do with that guy on any sitcom.
Yeah.
You could figure out, okay, make him this guy. He's the fucking wacky neighbor. He's he's the fucking principal.
But it's also like, think about this too now. Like how different is the content that you're going in? Like, at least for me, the quality of shows that I'm going in for now is so much better. Like the projects that you're going in for. I don't think there would have been an Asian part for him 20 years ago. You know what I mean? As that wacky. Now?
Yeah. Now you almost need that. I mean, I think the last, I don't know, 5 years or so has been pretty good.
Phenomenal.
For people
any minority
of black and brown descent, you know.
Asians, everybody.
Descent. But and we hope, all that stuff will come.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, Black Panther was a huge thing for black people. Empire was huge.
Yeah.
People don't see, they give it all to Black Panther now. When
man.
Empire came out, that was like, all right, let's put some black people on shit.
For real.
That shit was huge.
Did you hear about the news about Homeboy? Bro. I saw it. Okay, let me fucking catch everybody up.
Yeah.
So there's a cast member on Jussie Smollett is his name. Smollett.
Smollett.
He's one of the cast members.
Jamal on Empire.
He's so fucking talented. He can sing.
He's sing. I'm listening. I'm buying his music off of iTunes.
He's and he's a great actor, right? He's doing it all
fantastic.
He reported. I don't know if you guys have seen. Like, I forget what the hashtag was. There was some hashtag about like he had gotten beat up. And that they had put a rope around his neck, and they said
poured bleach on him.
They poured bleach on him, and he said, "This is MAGA country, N-word, right? N-bomb." And
I think they F-bombed and N-bombed.
Yeah, exact. So that's what he said, right? And this is Chicago, though.
This is what was reported that he said.
This was reported, right? So it's in Chicago. Chicago police, like, they've seen some shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
There's a nice part of Chicago, and there's some fucking streets you don't want to walk down in Chicago. Yeah, exactly. Chirac. Yeah. So those cops have seen everything, man, and now it's been uncovered that he staged the whole thing, that he fucking rehearsed the whole thing. He paid homeboys $3,300.
Yeah.
These two Nigerian, huge fucking dudes. Did you see the guys that he hired?
Dudes. Yeah.
Just some superhero looking motherfuckers.
That's the paint bucket muscles. Bro. You know, they don't even them motherfuckers. They lifting up boulders and shit. Just
they look like they're 6'5", 300 pounds, shredded.
Yeah.
Right, two big motherfuckers, and they both like ratted them out. They're like, yeah, he paid us this much money.
Well, listen, we don't know 100% that this is what happened. What I find fishy, because see, black people, we gotta immediately. We don't jump on that person immediately. Yeah. I mean, we might be on some comedian shit, but like we try and figure out what's really going on. Because the dude that has lied to us before, the media has lied to us before, has painted things in the wrong way. So we don't jump on that immediately. But I find it personally odd that if he were in that situation and didn't tweet, this is all a lie.
Yeah,
something's wrong. Because if that happened to you and you really got beat up and you really got put in that position and treated like that, and somebody said that these guys are saying that you paid them, fuck all the bullshit. I had nothing to do with that. You would write that. The fact that he hasn't tweeted is, to me, the most solid evidence that some foul play.
Well, it sounds like some PR move is what it sounds like. When people don't say shit, it's a PR. Kevin Hart did it right. When the whole shit happened, when he cheated on his girl, he went straight on social media. Yo, this is what the fuck's happening. I got caught. I fucked up. This is what it is.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, hell yeah, let's talk about it.
Yo, you know that cat that did that to him? Do you know the story?
Lady? She went to jail.
Okay, no. Do you know the story? No, she didn't go to jail.
Yeah, for blackmailing, no?
Nah.
No?
So check it out.
Okay.
So check it out.
Fill me in.
So this is what happened with that. Now, Kevin Hart's man, his name is JT.
Oh,
JT
I did
Jackson.
know about this. Yeah, go ahead though.
Now, this is a cat I used to see at auditions all the time. Like,
and Kevin Hart put him on. Yeah,
I was friendly with this dude. He seemed like a real cool dude. So apparently, he set up this whole situation where he videotaped Kevin doing some dirt on his wife and
cheating
and cheating.
Yeah,
and he basically tried to blackmail him, saying if you don't pay, it was a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
It was like $4 million or something. Asking for way too much.
Yeah.
And they called him FBI. Now he's an FBI.
Yeah. Who it was.
They
That's
sent him.
they
got. He's locked. He's gonna have to face some serious federal charges for that.
That's blackmail. It's illegal as fuck.
And I gotta say, man, I mean, if this shit is true, lock that brother up, because make a fucking example for real, so that none of these motherfuckers. Because I got a friend named JT that seen me do some dirt.
Hey JT, keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Keep your motherfucking mouth shut.
That's another advantage that we have, right? Growing up, not having these phones, bro.
Yeah, right.
Man, I was a crazy ass teenager, bro. If phones were around when
can you imagine?
This is why I get pissed off when people's like old tweets get brought up and shit. I'm like, look, it's one thing. Some shit you can't excuse, right?
Yeah.
A lot of shit you can't excuse.
Right.
But there's some shit where you're like, come on, like this.
Yeah. Like the Kevin Hart Grammy, Oscar shit.
Get the fuck out of here. The Oscars lost because they could have had Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
the ratings are going down on Oscars. They've been going down every year. They could have had funny ass Kevin Hart. We could have enjoyed the Oscars.
Who are they gonna fill him in? Who are they gonna fill him?
I don't fucking know. Somebody.
I mean, who do you get that's like, okay, listen,
who's gonna top Kevin Hart?
You know who's gonna top Kevin Hart? Chris Rock.
I don't think he'll do it. Yeah, maybe he'll do it.
Chris Rock likes doing them. I remember he was offended.
He has done it though, but he's already done it.
He's done it one time.
That's what I'm saying.
He was offended that they didn't call him back to do it the next year. Because I listened a lot of Howard. He was on that, and he was saying he was offended.
He was good though. I remember him. He was good. He's phenomenal. He's Chris Rock.
It's Chris Rock. I mean, you look. Kevin Hart is super talented. Yeah. But we're talking about comedically.
Yeah. He's just been in the game. Well, I just feel
Chris
like
Rock is a funnier comedian.
I just feel like he's more of a Hall of Famer, and Kevin Hart is just on some rock star shit right now. Like everything he touches is gold right now.
Yeah.
Like, everything goes like fucking #1 box office hit. Yeah. Sells out all his tours.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see some range from Kevin.
Yeah, I'd love to see him.
Because I'll be honest with you,
be tight.
He's got a movie he's working on now called Fatherhood, where his wife dies after having the baby, and that seems heavy, and I'm really excited to see that. But I've been watching Kevin Hart since he did. You ever see Paper Soldiers?
Nah.
That was his first movie. Dame Dash found Kevin Hart. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Damon Dash found Kevin Hart, and he put him in this movie Paper Soldiers. And I remember I traded it with a dude for weed.
What? The movie?
The weed. Yeah, I traded it with a dude for weed. I was like, I had whatever weed, and he was like, "Yo, just grab one of my DVDs."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna get this shit. Who's this funny black little nigga? All right, it was Beanie Siegel was on the DVD cover too. I think it was just a DVD, and then like he was like, just take it. But Phil scratched the shit up too much, and I took it home, and I couldn't believe how funny Kevin Hart was. I'd never seen him before.
He's been another King Jong. That was like you see it
when he walks in the room, you gotta hire him.
But he got no for a long time.
You know what? I believe he was getting no from certain places. Like there was a level he couldn't reach. Yeah. But he was hearing yes too. Yeah, he was working. Don't get it twisted. These motherfuckers always trying to make it some other shit. You were working, brother. Because I know Patrice O'Neal used to live with him.
Yeah.
Patrice,
phenomenal comedian.
You know what? Patrice O'Neal was the most brilliant mind comedian and just an overall understander of man-women relations I think I've ever heard speak.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about how he has diabetes and shit. He was so fucking funny,
He said how you gonna have how you got a disease that makes your no, he said his wife, his girl was fucking him, and she was like,
she gave him head or something.
She was giving him head. She said your cum tastes like birthday cake. He's like, that's what I knew I had something wrong.
That's terrible.
Like birthday cake.
Full of sugar.
I love that.
But he was open about it. He's like, I'm gonna probably die young.
You know what? I think you know what? Towards the end, I think he wanted to live. I heard him on a pod. I'm a big fan of his. I listen to all his podcasts and stuff.
He had a podcast before he passed?
Oh yeah.
No shit.
It was called The Black Phillip.
No
The
shit.
Black Phillip Show. Go watch it. Go check that on YouTube. It's phenomenal. But just the way that he broke down how men and women need to relate
It's
is
like a meshing,
brilliant.
yeah.
Like he says something. He drops gems. He said one time. He said my wife thinks, my girl thinks because I love her, like that means something.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't gotta love you. I gotta like you.
Yeah.
I could love a lot of things. It's not in my life.
For real.
He's like, and when men hang out together, we enjoy our camaraderie so much that a woman has to she has to fit into that sort of world to be that one where I'm like, no, I like hanging out. Like, I like hanging with my boys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing about it that feels forced.
Because we've been in those relationships where you're like, oh, I gotta bring my girl, bro.
Yes.
And your boys are like, fuck, man. Tell her she can't come. You're like, bro, I got her, bro. And it's really just because you want to sleep with her, right? The whole time. You're like, I get it, but,
bro. My boys have seen Mike, Sebastian, Sozy. These cats have seen me. I was so whipped by a girl one time. I called her.
You telling, bro?
I accidentally slipped up and called her Massa one time.
No, you didn't.
I was so whipped by this bitch. I was like, Massa, don't you fucking talk to me like that. And and then it was a Freudian slip. No, but my boys have seen me in
bro.
In such
Men will
bad
put up with
positions
some shit
for
a fine ass woman.
For a fine woman, but
for a dime, bro. I've put up with some shit.
I know, but you know what? I'm done with that though. I'm done with that.
I
because,
am too, bro.
Because I'm a dime too.
Well, because
like,
but
you also more valuable.
You also figure it out like where you're like, bitch, it ain't work. I've seen the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I fucked around. I've seen the top of the mountain.
Yeah. I've set some stands, some
all
high
these top
marks.
of the mountains look the same from up here, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm really about like.
There's got to be another mountain that's nicer.
There always is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you got to get to at the end of the day. Like, okay, yeah, you a dime, but are you dope? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, can I just?
And that's the thing is putting so much emphasis on a girl's appearance. I mean, she's got to be a certain level. I
talk about that.
That's a certain. What do you mean?
I would say like, first thing you got to work out is visual. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care about looks. Whatever, man.
No,
that's the first thing I'm going off of.
Right.
That's just what it is.
And if I fuck around and if your looks fall off for me, that's one of the first things that's gonna make me veer elsewhere.
Well, I always say how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So if your looks are falling off, it probably means you ain't taking care of yourself.
That's true.
Probably means you ain't taking care of your man.
That's
probably
true.
means you ain't taking care of shit around. Like,
it probably means you're losing some discipline, some lack of discipline in your life.
Exactly. So it's just like
True.
you just letting you're on fuck it mode. And if you're on fuck it mode, I work hard when I'm in a relationship always. So that's why I'm always like,
yeah,
bitch, you better be putting in work too, because I'm in the gym, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
doing my part.
Hell yeah.
Do yours.
I'm not eating 18 hours a day.
For real. Yeah.
And I'm in the gym so hard my body is like telling me
You've been fasting
chill.
too, right?
I've been fasting every day.
How you liking that so far? I do it every day.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. I just
sucks
got my
at first.
body mass index or whatever. I'm like 16%.
Nice.
I'm looking to get down to like 13%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like for my weight, that's like
that's crazy.
that's
How much
all
weight
I
right
can
now?
do. I'm about 184 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you drop to like, see, I'm 170 right now. I'm a little bit higher in fat, but I got down to 9.2% body fat.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, Shred City.
That's crazy.
But I was also thick before that, so I went from one extreme to I went from 220.
Yeah, I saw those pictures.
Yeah, so
that's
from 220 to like 157.
Yeah.
And then I just started building. So now I'm probably at like.
So were you
11.
getting pussy when you were like 200 something pounds?
Yeah. This is the crazy thing, bro. I had more confidence.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I was.
Maybe because you couldn't see your dick, you imagined it was so bad.
No, I wasn't like. I was just a bigger. Like, I look swollen, bro. I look swollen. Like I wasn't fat. I was just like. I don't know. I was still working out. I just didn't look. I was trying to be something I'm not.
So you think you were overcompensating for your maybe insecurities?
I just feel like that size. You're right. I'm lifting all this stupid weight and shit. Like trying.
Oh,
because
you were strong though.
Yeah. I was like a big dude. So like, but it didn't look good on camera, especially.
Right. No.
You're on camera. I look like a fucking wood block.
Yeah.
It's just squared. So, but it was more of like, maybe it's just like the fuck it mode. You're like, whatever. Like, I was just so like, whatever. And I was also drinking a lot back then.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been the drinking.
Yeah.
That liquid courage.
Drinking, man. Oh, I miss
we were just talking about that. I don't drink either, bro. I mean, I drink every now and then. I'll have one, but I just can't. I can't dip my toe like I can't.
You know, I'm a wild guy, man.
Same.
Right now, I've been the most tamed in my existence. I apologize for anything wrong I did to anybody.
Yo, me too,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
a lot of crazy things, but I was
You're
was
learning, you're figuring it out.
Well, I was figuring out certainly, but I was existing in a state of get fucked up, rehabilitate myself, repeat.
Yeah.
And I just about October, I just said
I'm done poisoning myself.
and I stopped drinking completely.
Damn. Oh, 100%.
100%.
I did that for 2 years. I didn't take a drink for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then and now I'm like, because I also want to be able to be like, I'm fucking good. I can have one.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
You probably are though. You probably don't have what I got.
but then I'll say that one turns into 30, and then
Sure.
you know it's 9 a.m.
Now 30 is a real number. Sometimes I say that to people, and they're like, "Yeah,
So do I,
30,
bro.
just whatever."
Yeah.
No. I mean, I literally had 31 drinks last
I'm
night.
going all motherfucking night. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
want you to think that I just said 30 because it sounds cool.
again, how you do anything is how you do everything. I go everything hard as fuck.
I do too, man.
And I'm like, I had to pull it back. So now I'm trying to like find that balance of like, all right.
Yeah.
I have one.
See, you know what? It's interesting because I feel like a lot of what I was able to experience when I was drinking, I would never want to experience out in another way. Like I was
Same.
able to travel the world,
I see. Okay.
get fucked up and get high and drunk in
Yeah.
all these different places, meet incredible women and men
Yeah.
from all over.
Almost doesn't it feel like a dream almost? Sometimes when you think back, at least
Sure.
for me, my party days, it almost feels like a fucking dream, like a highlight reel.
I mean, I did what do you got? I
Yeah.
did whatever. I
Same.
did whatever. I enjoyed the party.
Which I don't fucking suggest.
No.
But
well,
for
that's
me-
why I don't do anything anymore.
Well, I mean, for me, I was like, it's easy for you to tell me not to do it, Mr. fucking Priest, Mr. Buddha.
Yeah,
Mr.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yeah,
You
I gotta
know?
live in Hollywood and see these chicks walk around with these
That's what I'm
fake
saying.
tits all the time.
Have you tried it?
Yeah,
You know, because
tough.
I'm over here, you know. And so for me, it was like, all right, let me see all this it's all about. And then once you see it, you're like, all right, I'm good. I've already seen it. You know, it's
Yeah,
great.
I could do that forever.
Yeah,
But
of course.
but
You ain't gonna get nothing done in life.
But yeah, yeah, and I was able to be moderately successful with. I would say I was existing in it with an addiction.
Yeah, for sure. A functioning addict.
Yeah, sure, certainly.
Same.
And now I'm in the program and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went cold turkey like that.
Yeah. I'm done.
Same.
I'm done. I'm telling you, I've done whatever whatever you can imagine.
Yeah.
On whatever.
And
it
it's
was
super
enough for
common
me.
out. It's harder in New York because they'll drink until
New York is built around drinking,
Bro,
I mean,
the
it's
bars
crazy.
close at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Out here it's 2. You know, that's why a lot of people from New York are like, that's whack. LA's done. I'm like,
4 a.m. and then I can take you to some places that
a
we
lot
can
of
keep
places.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out here it's like in K-Town. You can find some spaces. You know what I mean? Like some
Yeah, I
speakeasies,
went to
but
one place out.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I can take you out in New York, and I still hang out though. I'm still out.
Same.
I've been a club. I've been to maybe 3 or 4 clubs since I've.
But that's what I mean. Like learning how to function in that environment,
It's
right?
whack.
Without
It's
Yeah.
not fun.
it's not.
It's not fun.
And that's why I don't do it anymore because you're like, man, unless I'm drinking, this shit sucks.
It does suck.
This music's blaring. These girls are all hammered.
I know.
She's talking into my ear, spitting on the side of my face.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't
man.
get it.
It is. It's just an exchange. You're exchanging a little bit of more control over your life for a much less
Fuck it, like a little more-
fun and
yeah.
exciting existence.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
And,
because you've been there.
I've been there, and I'll tell you, I've had a lot of situations that I've been like, wow, if that would have gone another direction, you know what I mean? Like
Where you dodged man. I always think about that.
dodge
Like,
major
man.
bullets.
And that's another thing. Like I'm telling you, phones, bro. When I used to party like crazy, like phones weren't as big. You know what I mean?
What if phones were around when Rick James was here? What would have happened?
Bro.
I mean, just imagine if motherfuckers.
damn.
Rick James is not patting people down. Let me see your phone.
No.
Give me your phone. Let me see your. He's not doing that
He's
shit.
snorting coke off the table.
Exactly. Bring your phone over here. I want to sniff some coke off of it. I just know Rick James. What was Rick James doing?
And that's
what
why-
would he would do if there was phones?
I'm like, I tell people, I'm like, when these people jump on like a celebrity, quote unquote celebrity scandal, I'm like, what if we looked in your life? Like, what if you?
Right.
We've all done some shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just is the spotlight on you or is it not? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's totally true. You ever play that game? You ever play that game where you like? I don't know if it's even a game, but you like. I was at this house with these white people, and they were like, It was like you admit the most embarrassing thing that you can admit.
like truth or dare.
Yeah, I guess it was like a
Something
truth
like
or dare
that.
kind of thing, and everybody was saying like some bad stuff that they had done. Like one girl was like, "Yeah, I was drinking one night and left the car door open in my father's car. And he came into my room and said, "Were you drinking last night?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, why is the car door open?" And he caught me.
Yeah.
It was like that.
You're
and,
like,
and I'm thinking, and I'm listening, looking around. I'm thinking, what story can I tell?
Yeah, what's the most
these
palatable
people?
for everybody here?
Yeah, what can they deal with? So I come up with one in my head. I go, okay, yeah, this is not that bad.
Yeah.
So I tell them a story about how when we were young, we used to rob guys that sold weed.
Yeah.
You know, when we were at like last year high school.
Yeah.
My friend Reggie was big into that.
Mm-hmm.
So one time we went to rob this kid, and I was driving the car. I never wanted to do stuff like this, but my boys like just.
That's just kind of how it always
just
fucking
did it.
is, bro.
You just get,
you and your homie, somebody comes up with a stupid ass idea,
exactly,
and then you're driving. Like, why the fuck am I driving? Because you're driving. All right.
Yeah, because you're driving. Okay, I'm in this now.
Yeah, fuck it.
So the kid gives us the bags of weed. We look at it, and then Reggie's like, he's sitting on my passenger side. He goes, "Drive off." So
so he's supposed to give you the bud, and you guys are driving off.
We were
without
just
paying
gonna
him.
drive off without paying him. Yeah,
I thought you were robbing his stash.
No. We were
Okay.
just gonna just drive off on him. So I take off. So I drive my car. We're on a residential street. I'm driving off. This kid reaches in and hooks the car from the window because the window was open, and he's trying to hold on to the car. So Reggie punches him in the face a couple of times.
Let go, bitch.
Yeah, like, bow, like, get off. He's hitting him with his left. Boom, let him go.
Damn.
So the kid lets go of the car, and then I feel the back tires. Doo-doo.
Oh!
So I
ran over his leg or what?
I ran over his leg.
Damn.
So I look in the mirror, in the rear view mirror, and this dude is just
holding his leg.
agony, screaming in the
break
middle
it?
of the street. I fucking drove off, man. I drove off, Rick.
Yo, we're laughing at this, but everybody in that room was probably like,
"Look, man." Like I said to start with, I apologize for a lot of things that I've done. but so I tell this group of fucking people at this fucking white party,
and they're like,
and everybody is just in shock. Like the girls are like,
and that's the best shit
that's
you could come up with.
And that was the nicest thing I could come up with. This is me after vetting it in my head and going, let me tell some shit that's not that bad.
Did you guys ever have we used to have house parties out here? I always talk about, and they had nitrous oxide tanks. So you would fill balloons up.
Of course, whippets.
Yeah. 3 for $5, right? You just climb on the floor, cling, cling, cling. 3. I used to sell Nas, right? This is like I was like 19 or something. Crazy
Well, like outside of parties or something?
Yeah, there was house parties. They used to
Okay.
throw fire parties out here. So we used to have people used to have a pager, and you would record the line, the information for the party, and be like, and we'd pass out flyers, and people would pass out flyers on party crews, and then be like, you call and be like, yo, if you're coming from the area of Hollywood, you take the 170 North.
Oh,
and
dope.
Then there would be directions, and then people would show
That's
up.
so dope.
It'd be like $3 for
Yeah,
guys.
we didn't have no shit like
It was
that.
tight, bro. So we used to do that, and I used to just roll up, and it was our party crew or whatever. And one of my buddies, they fucking stole his tank, bro. He was in his car, and a dude came up on the side of the car. They were getting fucked up on the Nas themselves, getting high on their own supply, and he pulls it out of the window and he runs off, and one of the dudes runs out after him. He can't catch him. This dude goes in his fucking car, guns it, hits this dude with his fucking car. He goes flying one way, the tank goes flying the other way.
The tank exploded on some fucking movie shit?
It fell in the dirt. They get it. They jump back in, and he's fucked up. I mean, they ran his ass over. They hit him with the car, and he flew. I don't know what the fuck happened to the dude. And these dudes just straight up drive off. And I'm on the side of it was next to the party. And I'm like, I just turned the fuck around, bro. And went back into the party.
Yeah, you just go back in the party and
I'm like,
drink
some
that
dude
shit
out
away.
there just got hit by a car.
Oh, man.
Clink, 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 3 for $5.
3 for $5.
Back to business, bitch.
Yeah.
I got robbed at gunpoint for mine, bro.
Yeah, for your tank?
Yeah, for my tank. I was with my girlfriend at the time, my high school sweetheart.
Man, nothing worse than getting robbed in front of your girlfriend.
And she had the balloons in her hand. She was making her hold the balloons, right? And the cash. She had 2 bags. I would give her the cash.
She was a
balloons.
worker, too.
Yeah, bro. I was like, don't put in your work. And there's was next to the DJ, and these dudes, they're strobe light. I remember it, bro. They come up, they're getting closer, right? Strobe light. And as they get closer, like, give me the fucking tank. I was like, well, bro, it's 3 for $5, bro. And he's like, give me the fucking tank. And he has this thing. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here. And I brushed his hand. But when I brushed his hand, I felt like it was like,
oh yeah,
that ain't no finger, bro. Because some people used to just do this shit, back in the day.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, like,
and I was just like, that's why I was like,
that's so dangerous. I'll give you whatever the fuck I got. That's so crazy.
But I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, dude. I had there's a lever at the a nozzle at the top, and I'm holding it with my 2 fingers. And he's pulling it, and he pulls the gun. He's like, give me the fucking tank. And my girlfriend's like, give him the fucking tank. She's yelling and shit.
Shit.
And when his homie punches me, boom. So I turn around, I have a fucking bat. I'm such an idiot, bro. And I'm like, where's he at? She's like, she's pushing me back. She's like, get the fuck back, you idiot. And I'm like, where's he at? It's my tank. I'm just an idiot, bro. I'm like 19 years. He has a gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was all hopped up on adrenaline. I was just thinking I'm a badass, bro. Like,
Yeah. Your girl was with you, gave you that juice. And by the way, a boy between the age of 17 and 20 is the most dangerous individual in the world. Maybe 16 and 20.
Dumb as fuck.
Because you're dumb and you don't realize the value of life.
Yep.
You know, I had a lot of friends. I had some friends that went away for a long time in prison, and before they went away, you know, I would talk to them, and like when they were doing the shit, and I would tell one of them particularly, I'd be like, dude, you're thinking like this is like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You think you're in your subconscious, you play that game so much, you think that this is what life is like.
Yeah,
bro,
you don't get to just restart.
You're gonna fuck your entire existence up. The crazy part is this dude went and did 8.5 years and maximum state penitentiary. And I visited him a bunch of times. But the funny thing is, dude came out of jail, got his mind right, fucking bought his third trucks, like 16-wheeler truck, has his own business. He's been out of the Bing for like 3 years. Damn. Set his whole life straight, driving a Porsche.
That is a rarity, bro.
So rare. But you know what? I respect the shit out of him. I talk to him on the phone. Like, I make sure I keep up with him. Yeah. Let him know no love is lost.
Because most of the time, those 8 to 10 years will fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like, just mentally. Because that's what the little facility, they're not meant to rehabilitate nobody.
Yeah.
They're trying to break you down as a man.
Well,
and
and a lot of outside sources, man. You're dealing with a lot of crazy people inside of there. But he's a good dude. But, you know, and a lot of the other, you know why it is? If you send a guy away for 2 years when he's 22, 23, 24, you send a guy away for 2 years, he comes home, he goes, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Even if he didn't really enjoy it, he loses that memory of how bad it was.
Yeah, it's a small chunk of time,
You send a guy away for it. They got 10-year sentences, and they had to do 85%. And
that's rough, bro.
And because they were violent crimes.
Yeah, they probably had like a armed robbery or something.
Oh, yeah, plenty of that.
Yeah.
So, that was enough time to get all their minds right. All of them are straight.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. All of them are straight. They were like a little gang.
Fuck.
And all of them are good now.
Man, they made it out, bro. They got lucky.
Yeah, because they got scared straight for real. The real story of that.
Shit, we went off in a million different tangents.
I know. I feel like, did we complete everything? I feel like there was a couple things we didn't complete.
But right now we're going into some hot seat questions. All right, bro. We're going to hot seat questions, bro.
Oh, yeah. Give it to me.
Listen, bro. You have to make a choice. Would you rather help Donald Trump build a wall?
Oh, man.
Or campaign for Kanye 2020?
Campaign for Kanye 2020, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, right?
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna buy the Yandi or whatever the fuck he's putting out next.
He's putting out a new album.
Yeah, Yandi.
It's tough, bro. He's really going off the rails.
I feel like we can't support him right now.
It's going off the rails, bro.
I feel like if we keep supporting him as a community, then we're gonna allow this to keep happening. And he's just doing stuff for effect now. He's not even doing stuff that has a cause.
This is what I meant. I listened to the song. I forget what the song is called. If
is it
a
Kanye
have sex
song?
with my t-shirt,
asshole.
I'm like, the song is beautiful, right? The chorus and everything, but I feel like he's gotten to such a point where he's like, I can say whatever the fuck on this track.
Yeah.
But it's musically, I'm such a genius that they're gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah, that's that song. Yeah, it's a good song.
It's dope. But then you think about like even
I love Cudi. I love that song with Cudi, man.
Which one, like Fourth Dimension, all those songs?
No, so it was one of the last ones. I forget the name.
They did a thing together, Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah, I love that. I'm a big Cudi fan, man. He's a fucking guy.
He's dope. He's acting a lot.
I've gotten to hang out with him a couple of times.
No shit.
Yeah.
He's done quite a few movies. He's in the game.
He hasn't quite cracked that fully yet, but he's on his way. You know.
Somebody was telling me like
more respect to him.
How many hip hop rappers are acting? Not that many. I'm like, motherfucker. T.I. is big time. I feel like he does a lot. Ice Cube. You know, there's a lot of rappers.
Ice Cube is an actor.
Yeah, he's not a rapper anymore.
Yeah, he's not a rapper.
He's been acting longer than he's been rapping.
Right. What was the last Ice Cube album you got?
Exactly. 1999 or some shit. Not even like before that.
I don't know. It's before that.
All right, let's go to the next one.
What you got?
All right, Jussie Smollett calls you for advice for being caught red-handed. What do you tell him?
Be honest. Okay. Just be fucking honest. Just be like, yo, guys, I'm in a strange space. I made a crazy accusation. I was feeling all these feelings. Don't. If you keep lying about it, then no one's gonna have any respect for you.
Armstrong. he kept lying about it.
He kept the lie going so long that it's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, we all know you're human. We all do stupid shit. And I feel like if it is bullshit, which I'm pretty sure it is bullshit, like all of it just doesn't add up.
It doesn't. Even when he said it, it didn't add up.
Man, I feel bad because he went on like doing interviews and shit. I'm like, it's cringy to watch. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, God damn, why, bro? Like, why?
You know why he got maybe he didn't get the right attention from that letter because there was a letter sent to the office, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's
so
right.
he didn't get the attention he needed from that, and he was like,
it looked like some fucking 12-year-old did it. You know, they did like magazine.
See, the weird thing is, this still going on. Let's just talk about this Jussie real quick, because the weird thing is, dude, if you really wanted that situation to happen, go to Pittsburgh and make out with some dude at a bar.
That's it.
You will get fucked up. Go to Alabama. Go to Birmingham. Fly to Birmingham and hold a dude's hand when you walk into Denny's.
Yeah.
And you could get your ass beat in the fucking parking lot.
For free.
That's it.
You ain't got to pay some Nigerians to beat you up.
Yeah, just fly first class and you'll still save money, motherfucker.
For real.
You go and hang out with a dude.
Those are real places.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. Go to one of those gyms and make an advance at a guy at the gym. Yeah. And then they'll beat you up for real.
Or even just bring your gay lover.
That's it.
They won't even,
those places have no tolerance for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And not all the people there. But
the thing is, like,
you will find the people that will beat you up for free.
My whole thing is, I'm like, you're creating something that already exists.
Right.
Why you gotta rehearse this shit,
bro?
bro?
Saying.
I'm like,
it's totally. It's gonna look like that is not the narrative in America when regarding homosexuals, and it's not, or amongst the masses. We live in blue states.
Yeah.
But if you go outside of this, these people feel that way.
I always talk about that. The middle states, man. Nobody talks about that shit. That's most of America.
I know.
We live in California. We go to New York or Miami or fucking wherever. Like these on the edges.
Yeah, we're the bread, man. The meat and the cheese and the lettuce and tomatoes. That's fucking. Yeah. That was a weird reference.
Makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep this shit together.
Yeah.
All right, we got the last one going.
What's that?
You have I'm gonna end it on an easier one for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You have a flight to anywhere for 24 hours. Where do you go and what do you do?
Okay, you can only stay there for 24 hours?
Yeah.
So wouldn't that affect the amount of
flight
that you're willing to take?
Not travel time, not including travel time.
Oh, okay. Flight anywhere. Oh, okay.
Come on, bro.
I think I'm gonna have to say Colombia.
That's a good choice.
I think I'm gonna have to say Colombia because if I'm just thinking 24 hours, I know I could get in there.
Or Brazil too, like Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil too.
Rio.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sober now, so I wouldn't enjoy Colombia like I would have.
Yeah. You could have some fun, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure I could.
You ain't gotta do a lot.
I think Colombia. I think I would go to Colombia.
That's a goddamn good answer. A true American, Colombia.
Man. Fucking nice, rent a nice house in Medellin, and just
go out in the town, just walk around like, what's up?
What's going on, baby?
What's your
I'm
name?
from America.
Yeah. Who wants green card?
Yeah. Who? Yeah, I think Colombia. Colombia would be my spot.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, man. We're about an hour in. What's one last thing, bro? One last thing you want to leave the people off with? We went off in the charts, but really what it is here, we try to like highlight the journey just so I can show people that.
Man, I love this.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the journey is just the journey. I mean, it's beautiful. Just highlight because we kind of get to see each other's shit, you know, and everybody's like, yo, look at this fucking, I know that person. I know this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, what would be like the last message? It doesn't even have to be related to the business or anything. Just your last message that people want to take away from you being on the episode.
You know, if you work hard, your life can be easy. And if you're afraid to get out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself, you're gonna find yourself in the same place forever. Let's all go out and do something differently.
Be scared and do it.
That's it, man.
You know,
jump off that ledge.
Woo! Jump.
Metaphorically.
Yeah. Don't jump off no real bridges.
Yeah, man. But thanks for having me.
Solid
Rick,
advice,
man.
brother.
I've been wanting to do this for a minute, brother. I like what you're doing, man. I listen to your podcast. I love what you're doing.
Hell
brother.
yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Tarik Lowe, ladies and gentlemen. What's your at Tarik Lowe?
At Tarik Lowe, TarikLowe.
Boom. Catch your boy. He's on fire. He's on everything. He's a good dude, man. Give him a
got
follow.
a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, what you got going on? You got anything?
Nah. I got a movie on Showtime right now, Pimp.
Boom.
With Keke Palmer.
Dope.
I got.
Do they have a streaming thing, Showtime? I think they do, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. You can go check that. I got some cool stuff in there.
But you got your film too on. I plug that one.
Oh yeah, Supporting Characters is on iTunes.
Hell yeah.
And Amazon Prime.
Hell yeah.
And man, I'm the voice of Gillette right now. I've been doing that for a little while.
Tight. Tight. I was the voice of
that.
Church's Chicken for a little bit.
I do Church's Chicken too.
I do shit.
I stopped doing it. I'm doing Checkers now a lot more, but I used to do Church's Chicken too.
I did 10
a bunch
spots
of them.
for the,
Yeah,
bro.
I did a bunch.
It was great, man.
You know what? Who I did it with?
good.
Who was his name? Michael Boatman. You remember Michael Boatman?
I had a guy.
Wait. Was that Checkers or Church's? Yeah. No, Michael Boatman was he was a black guy.
Boatman. No, I didn't have the same dude. Was it out here too? Out here?
It was out here. Mm-hmm.
I had a guy named Ian was his name. He owned the fucking studio. He owned everything.
And he was the voice with you?
No. He wasn't.
No. See, Michael Boatman was like the account voice. Of was it for Checkers? Yeah, it was for it was. I mean, for Churches, it was for Churches because I do Checkers now.
Yeah,
I've been doing Checkers. I've been doing Gillette for about a year.
Tight, bro.
Yeah, so
it's so easy. I just did a commercial this week.
Yeah.
Or not a commercial, cartoon.
Okay. Bro, really? I always wanted to do those.
Bro, it's tight. I did Tomb Raider last year, and it was tight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
The video game. But it's like, dude, you're in there for an hour.
It's the best.
You know what I mean? And they fucking keep sending you checks and shit.
I mean, they were slapping my end of the line, the Gillette line. I don't know if I should say it. But they were slapping that one the end of commercials, and it was just like
all of them.
Yeah. So I mean, it's that this new ad that they did with the whole Me Too movement thing.
Yeah,
it made everything kind of crazy. So that wasn't my voice. So
just so you know.
So I hope they're not gonna abandon the tagline, which is so famous forever.
Yeah. I think they were trying to do something.
I don't know.
It didn't work. We'll talk about it off air. All right, y'all. Episode 74. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, man. All right, y'all.